Hey guys, Chain Gear here bringing another video, and today we are back with day 3 of AR Week, hashtag AR Week. That was a fantastic idea, hashtag AR Week, didn't even think about that, but honestly guys, this has been a ton of fun. It is day 3, like I said, and today I'm going to use my favorite AR so far. I think this isn't anything in particular. Honestly, I put some pieces together that I thought looked pretty cool, pieces that I've used on other weapons, and I was like, you know what, I think that this would be a pretty good build. I used it, and apparently I did pretty well with it. I really enjoyed it. This gameplay that you guys are watching is actually a clan practice between me and a couple of my clan mates, and I think maybe 1 or 2 other people that aren't necessarily in the clan, at least not yet, but it was a lot of fun. The match itself was a lot of fun. I did about 2 or 3 different matches with this exact AR. First of all, love that purple camo color, gun camo color. That was a lot of fun. Man, this was just really, really cool. So I don't know if it is definitely my favorite AR. It's a little weaker than I would like it to be, but I just felt like my aim was on point the majority of the time, at least. And so definitely give this AR a shot. For those that have never tried this AR before, go ahead and build it. And of course, I'll show you guys the build in a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds. But definitely check out the community page as well, by the way. If you guys have not been on the forums for Blacklight Retribution, I know I haven't talked about them in a while. I myself haven't really been on them recently, but I'll go ahead and link in the description. I know I always say that, I never do it, but in the description I will have a link to the forums, and I put a post up all about AR Week. All about AR Week, basically just telling everybody to get involved this week, challenge yourself, play with only the AR and see how well you can do. It is a lot of fun. I mean, it gets kind of difficult at first, especially if you're a longtime player like I am, and you guys are used to using other weapons, you know, whether it be the SMG, or maybe you like using the tactical assault rifle, whatever it is. It's cool to challenge yourself and use one particular weapon. Personally, I can't wait until I get into some of the crazier weapons like the LMG Recon, and I have to use it for an entire week. Yeah. So get ready for that, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the next video will be a recoil build, and the one after that will probably be a speed build. Obviously, you guys know I love it when my guns help me run pretty quickly, so that one will be a pretty fun one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, but before we get into the rest of the gameplay, let's go ahead and take a look at the build of my, at least right now, favorite AR. Alright guys, so let's get started building what currently is my favorite AR. As always, I'm just going to kind of build it right in front of you, and as always, again, make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about this build in the comment section below. So let's start off with the muzzle. I wanted a little bit of damage, mainly because I knew what I was going to have for the barrel, and one of my favorite muzzles is honestly just this Armcom power muzzle. I love the way it sounds. I like the fact that it kind of, like, it's not necessarily a suppressor, but it definitely makes the sound a little less hard to hear, or a little more hard to hear, but it is a power muzzle, so it brings up the damage by 2, and that was really helpful. So I went ahead and went with that. I believe it's actually called the Copperhead on PC, or at least it used to be. I also really like the name of it, and I just like the look of it, so I chose that one. But in terms of the barrel, which is really what I was going for on this one, I started off with the Silverwood SW09, and that's because it is one of the most accurate and fast in terms of run speed and scope in time, and I just love the way that it looks, especially with the Copperhead barrel, or the now I forgot the name of the Armcom power muzzle. I just think that it looks really, really cool. As you guys probably know, one of my favorite, really honestly for any gun, one of my favorite muzzles or barrels is the Red Sand CQC barrel, and as you can see, even though the damage goes up by a ton, everything else basically is worse. Though the scope time and the run speed is really great, the spread is just nowhere near as good as when you have the Silverwood SW. Only a couple barrels beat it, and like, sure, it's fine, but it doesn't actually change the scope and time and run time to anything that I would really want to run. So this is the fastest and the most accurate in the fast category, and so I went with the Silverwood SW09. I just really, really love this barrel and the way that it looks. So I went with that one, and the scope was a little hard for me to choose at first because I really like the Light Sky red dot sight for when I'm using this type of barrel. Sometimes I go for the Light Sky reflex sight, the green dot, but I again went with the OPRL hollow scope. Again, it's just kind of a go-to. and so these were kind of some of my favorite parts. That's kind of how I built this gun together. Of course, you know, I have to have that extended mag. That's those standard rounds, and then lastly the V2 folding stock. So really this was all just some of my favorite parts. The V2 folding stock you guys see me use quite a lot. In terms of recoil, again, it's not the best, but again, the AR, I'm not too worried about recoil, so the V2 stock really was perfect for me. And again, you know, obviously the sight is really up to you guys, but I honestly think that this sight works really well for this gun build. And then the Silverwood SW is what started this whole build, and that Armcom power muzzle, because I love the way it sounds. So with all of this together, you guys can see the stats here. The damage is just 1 below 50, and that kind of bothered me a little bit because I knew a lot of my, especially my clanmates, I kind of know what they usually run in terms of armor. But going out into a public match, it just means I know I'm going to probably have to use at least one more bullet to kill someone, because if they're running that 200 average health, it's going to take me one more bullet to kill them, and that really kind of bothers me. But the amount of accuracy that I get from this barrel is totally worth it. So I went with that. In terms of tags, of course, I would have loved to see the sonic knife actually change something and make it 50 damage, but that'd probably be really unfair. So I understand why they don't add or they don't allow this to at least the 45 caliber tag or the sonic knife tag to add that extra damage. That's completely fair. I get it. So instead, I just go with the angry bobblehead. I just really love the angry bobblehead. First of all, I love the way it looks. It was my first tag actually I ever bought, and it helps with that reload speed. And that's actually not the end of this build, because if you guys saw the skin, I changed to the matte dark purple, and I think that really made the gun pop. I think it's really cool looking. You guys will soon see me get a whole bunch of new colors, because I'm going to try and kind of have a theme for my whole channel and for everything, and it's not just red. For all those interested, my favorite color is actually blue, but red kind of pops out more, so sometimes I switch it up a little bit, like with this metallic maroon. But I'm going to stick with the matte dark purple here. And that is the build. So I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Again, let me know what your guys' favorite ARs are. Go ahead and post pictures of what your favorite are on the community forums, or just let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comment section below. But I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so that was the build of my current favorite AR, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you guys are thinking about this build or any other build you guys think I should try in the comment section below. Of course, please go on to the forums and go ahead and check out the community there, and go to that forum post and post pictures of your guys' favorite builds, post pictures of your KDs, or if you guys have your own YouTube channels, use that hashtag ARWeek, and shows Blacklight and the AR some love. I think that would be really, really cool. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, but please let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, why would I say like again? Just share and subscribe. That way you guys and anyone else can get this awesome chain gear gaming content. But that's it from me, guys, so I will see you guys online, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, thanks.